I hope you're all well in whatever part of the world you're watching this video. Today is Monday, the 7th of November 2016. The time here is 10 a.m. WAST. This is a very important video that I'm going to do today. Unless you've been living under a rock, Hillary Clinton has been exonerated by the FBI again. If you're shocked, if you watch my videos and you're shocked, then you should not be, because obviously I said they are going to take this all the way. They are not going to back down. They don't care what anyone brings out about them. They just don't care. It's their agenda. They're not stopping, folks. They're going to keep going. If you're watching from America today, you obviously realise the significance of what just happened. The significance is very much so that your country has now been divided. And in essence, if you listen to the Steve Pieczenik interview, the talk that he did the other day, on his own, you are now at war in your own country. You now have a civil war going on in your own country. Not with guns at the moment, and not with armies or anything like that, but an actual civil war. You're so deeply divided that you have two different camps. And as I said, I strongly expect somebody, a general or whomever, to make a statement on TV or on the news broadcast. You obviously realise that the MSM is not providing any details about any of this. So if you're shocked about the general population being unaware, well, how can they be aware? Because they're not hearing any of it. You're only watching this because you've been enlightened to the fact that there's a corrupt system in the world. There's something very strange about the world, and there's something coming to possibly turn our world upside down. That's why we all started doing this, let's be honest. I've written a few notes down here. It's finally now time for everyone to realise that the absolute evil that is the people in government of the USA. Now remember, this is important for me as an Australian. This is important to be saying this. Why? Because whatever America does affects Australia 100%. You sneeze, we catch a cold. You get a cold, we get pneumonia. You get pneumonia, we die. So please, if you're watching this in America, you need to be sending any videos you can find of anything to your friends, families, and getting them in the mindset that you are. Show them the proof. Your country, the US is now, I've written down some notes here, so I wanted to get the point across. The US is severely compromised, severely compromised. If the FBI is not going to do that, then Steve Pieczenik the other day said that whatever happens, they will release the videos and all the other stuff that goes with that. But they just don't care. They don't care, folks. They're going to take this all the way. And what that means for each of us is that we're all going to war. Okay? Do you know it's interesting to note that the camps are blue and the camps are red. Democrat, Republican. Isn't it interesting how in America in particular, I don't know the significance of the colours, excuse me, but wasn't it that long ago that there was even the Latinos had a blue gang and a red gang. The blacks, they had the Crips and the Bloods, blue and red. You can't make this shit up, folks. It's serious. This is all dead set serious. If I was living in America as well at the moment, I'd be contacting my nearest senator for my electorate. Why? Because I'd want to know where he stands or she stands, they stand. The answers may shock you. This is actually a very serious comment, folks. You need to be ringing your senator in your area and finding out where he or they stand. And as I said, the answer may shock you. So you need to do that to try and keep them balanced as well. The economy has become drastically worse in the last couple of weeks, as we knew it would. We're prepared, so we'll be okay, so to speak. But if Hillary gets in, it's just going to skyrocket the debt. To unimaginable levels, folks. Unimaginable. Figures we can't even comprehend anymore. Deutsche Bank last night got downgraded to a negative watch by Fitch, which is a ratings agency. That is a very, very big deal. What that means is that they're toast. But see, the problem with Deutsche Bank is, as big as they are, and they are massive, folks, they're the German institution. They run the whole German economy. And they're a pipsqueak away from collapsing. And now they've been placed on a negative rating. So what that means is that no one's going to invest with them unless you're offered some dramatic, massive payback from them up front. War in Syria. Everybody's forgotten about good old Syria. Turkey now has a massive army on the Iraqi border. They are going to invade Iraq just on their own volition. No one's asked them to, they're just going to do it. America's not going to say anything, they'll allow it. The Russians aren't going to say anything, they'll allow it. And the Turks know this. And it's going to cause absolute mayhem. Absolute 100% mayhem. If you get a chance, I think the best video at the moment as regards to the Hillary debacle is by Greg Hunter. He's done a 17-minute video just the same as mine, advising just about Hillary and this whole debacle. We are in really, really uncharted territory, folks. And anyone in America who thinks that they're on their own, you're not. We're all in this together, folks. We are with you 100%. It's sad to say that, but it's actually true. Hillary is going to win the election. Just let that sink in. She is going to win the election, folks. There's no two ways about it. She always was going to win the election. They've already got everything made up for her as winning the elections. Newsweek's already done the magazine. It's sitting ready to go out. You can find that on YouTube. Pictures of the whole magazine, everything. So the time for discussion is over, unfortunately. The army is divided. The security services are divided. Your Senate is divided. Your people are massively divided. I just hope that common sense prevails here. It all hinges on what happens tonight. with the informing leaks, because it will have to be something damn dramatic, folks. Really dramatic, and I guess you all understand that anyway. So far we haven't actually seen the real damaging emails or photos or videos or whatever, but I think they're just going to let it go tonight. But even then, folks, they still will not stop. Steve Pajanic, is that his name? Said the other night that he was begging Hillary to stand down, or they will release everything. Now, don't forget, that is a treasonous act in itself. If those emails, etc., came from or were in classified email servers and they released those emails, do you understand what this man's doing? He's like George Washington. He's standing up and saying, no, I'm not having the Brits here anymore. So he's like the Paul Revere of the US at the moment. And they're standing up and they're committing treason for your country. Not a little deal, folks. They're putting their lives and liberty on the line. On that note, please be aware that we're standing with you guys. All of us here, we're all having prayers, everything, to ensure that you're not caught up in this massive mess that's coming. If you have a chance to get your families out of America for a couple of months, please do so. I understand if you don't. I would fully respect if you actually sent your women out of the country, or your kids, your families, when you stayed. That is right and proper. Only you can make that decision. Heavy times, folks, heavy times. But we knew that this was coming. The Lord's Prayer, folks. Let's say it all together for America. The mighty USA, so that it gets back on its feet and leads us all again in the correct manner. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Standing with you guys. Do what you have to do, I guess. Very hard being here in Australia, having to make a video like this, I guess. But stand strong, guys. Stand strong. God bless all. Prep out. G'day everyone, Prep Aussie here. I hope you're all well in whatever part of the world you're watching this video. Today is Monday, the 7th of November 2016. The time here is 10 AM WAST. This is a very important video that I'm going to do today. Unless you've been living under a rock, Hillary Clinton has been exonerated by the FBI again. If you're shocked, if you watch my videos and you're shocked, then you should not be, because obviously I said they are going to take this all the way. They are not going to back down. They don't care what anyone brings out about them. They just don't care. It's their agenda. They're not stopping, folks. They're going to keep going. If you're watching from America today, you obviously realise the significance of what just happened. The significance is very much so that your country has now been divided. And in essence, if you listen to the Steve Pajanic interview, or sorry, the talk that he did the other day, on his own, You are now at war in your own country. You now have a civil war going on in your own country. Not with guns at the moment, and not with armies or anything like that, but an actual civil war. You're so deeply divided that you have two different camps. And as I said, I strongly expect somebody, a general or whomever, to make a statement on TV or on the news broadcast. You obviously realise that the MSN